Hi, I thought we'd talk about the HELLSTORM Omnibus from Marvel. HELLSTORM is a character that Warren Ellis took over shortly into its run. It's a Marvel character. He's got a TV show out, well, it came out end of last year and it's now available to everyone who's got Disney Plus. I feel like the Star section of it, but I understand that the series was out and now it's cancelled, so enjoy what you get of it. I thought it'd be a good time to talk about Omnibus though. It's a relatively small omnibus, you can see, and it's a relatively poorly priced omnibus, to be honest. I see it online for about £45, and it isn't worth £45, but just get out of that way. I got this for just I think $34.99, something like that, on eBay, new, and I think that was pushing the boundaries of the price for it as well. I mean, it's an incredibly well made omnibus. It's got nice binding, it reads really well, excellent reproduction on the print quality, and all the blacks look black and the full page is used. But you know, you don't feel like you're getting a lot compared to some of the other omnibuses behind me as far as bang for your buck goes. But whatever, if you're a collector, you collect. The story follows Damien HELLSTORM, the son of Satan, as he's just killed he's just killed Satan, and he's trying to work out what to do with his life. He ends up going off, sort of doing exorcisms, and he gets a little bit of a team. He gets a sort of girlfriend because he's got a wife who Warren Ellis quickly kills off and gets rid of. She's got some powers. He's got a guy that comes down, a sort of Satanist who comes to his place and points him in the right direction with things. And there's a guy called Dr. Loss who's sort of against him, but also needs him in some stories as well. And you get a little bit of Dr. Loss background in there. The reason I'm being sort of all over the place is because the stories, they feel like they're being written week to week. I don't really feel as though there was any sort of big overarching story that Warren Ellis was telling. It feels like it was really just sort of a work for hire bit. I might be wrong. I don't know anything else about the character than what I've read in this. You get a bit of Satana in there, who's his sister. And the most interesting bit of the book, I thought, is a 4-issue mini-series called Druid, where you have a guy who's a sort of, he sees that he's the last of the true druids. You get a little bit of sort of Celtic druid history in there, and he gets empowered with druid powers, and he goes about trying to like impose his powers in New York and stamp out some problems, and he dies at the end. Spoilers. But it's just a nice self-contained story, and I almost wish the druid character was in it more, because I don't know, I just liked him more, and you felt like you got more backstory, more explanation. My big problem with the book though was that the art wasn't very accessible to me. It's perfectly well drawn, but the style just jarred me, and I just didn't like the art style. Some people will love the art style, and I appreciate that's a totally personal choice. Me, I just didn't like it. Every time I was reading it, it made it hard to read. I prefer a bit of a cleaner art style to my books, and this just made it a bit more of a chore. I think the story, the underlying story was good, the themes and the characters, but like I say, the art style just didn't do it for me. Once I hooked onto that druid story though, I felt a bit better with it, but that's right at the end of the book after I'd sort of waded through the rest of it. I would say if you're a big fan of the sort of Marvel magical side of things, and you want to pad out your collection with an omnibus that may well go out of print just due to lack of popularity, let's say, I would say pick this up. Make sure you get it for the right price though. Certainly I wouldn't pay over $35 for it, but it's worth reading, like I say, just for a bit of Marvel history. Put it in your collection, and you sort of tick that box. Please feel free to let me know what you think about the story. You might love the art style. You might tell me that the story was going somewhere and there's more volumes to pick up. Fair enough. Happy to listen to opinions in that respect. Or you might agree with me and think that the art was jarring and that the story did feel very sort of week to week written. Please feel free to like and subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.